Welcome, everyone. I'm Michelle Schumann, the Artistic Director of the Austin Chamber Music Center, and I'm so happy to have Peter here from the American String Quartet. You're a violinist with the American String Quartet. We are very, very excited about your upcoming performance in really a short period of time. It's not too long from now. So thank you for being with us today. I really appreciate that.
It's my pleasure.
You are in Wisconsin right now at a festival, correct?
We are, yes. The quartet has been teaching the last few days, and we are getting ready for a performance this weekend. This is the Madeline Island Music Camp, which is our first time here in northern Wisconsin. It's very beautiful, and and the students are wonderful. We have 3 different levels of students, and we're enjoying interacting with them very much.
So, what are the different levels of students?
It's high school, a very high level of high school students, and some conservatory students, and then there are 3 fellowship quartets who are actually staying for an extra week. We won't be here; we'll be in Austin, but they're doing it's more intensive work, and I guess they're sort of formed quartets who are part of this program as well.
And teaching has been a huge part of the American String Quartet really since your inception. Can you talk more about that and mentoring string quartets and what that has meant to you?
Sure. Well, the American Quartet's been around for a long time, and I think being part of a conservatory a residency at a conservatory has always been part of the position, and summer festivals as well. We've always had a position in the Aspen Festival. We were the quartet in residence in the Taos School of Music. So it's changed a lot, because when we were a lot younger, when I joined the quartet in 1990, I was almost the same age as some of the students I was teaching, and I was a little more self-conscious about it. Now, with so many young quartets coming out of the woodwork and wonderful quartets finding careers in music, it is more of a mentoring position, and I enjoy it a lot, because I feel like after all these years, I have a lot to tell them, not just about the music, because so many of these kids are such fantastic musicians already.
Great players,
but just about the life in music, and about what to expect and what to be careful, to avoid. And that's an interesting position to be in. And 25 years after being in the quartet, it's changed, it's evolved a lot. But, the wonderful thing about teaching, and especially chamber music teaching, is dealing with the music. It's such a, I have a private teaching class at the Manhattan School of Music as well. It's a very different thing, because there you're responsible for developing the student as a violinist.
Right.
But chamber music coaching and teaching, you're really just dealing with the substance of the music and getting at that. And you're oftentimes dealing with people who feel, we call each other quartetniks, because it's sort of people who get it and who want to be involved in it in the same sort of detailed way that we've always, spent our lives trying to understand. And so it's that's actually more fun for me than private teaching, which is a great responsibility, but a little more developing somebody as a violinist.
Yeah. Welcome, everyone. I'm Michelle Schumann, the Artistic Director of the Austin Chamber Music Center. I'm very happy to be here with Everton Gloeden from the Brazilian Guitar Quartet. Welcome, Everton. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
Great.
I'm very happy to answer your questions about my group and the Brazilian music.
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you for being here. And I think, out of all of the festival artists who are coming this summer, I'm most excited that you're coming, because as of last week, maybe you weren't coming because you had all those visa problems.
Always we have problems with visa. Always is very demanding and very difficult to get from Brazil to go to the United States. Always is difficult.
It seems so ridiculous that it would be difficult, and you perform here a lot, so I find that unbelievable that would be so hard.
Yes, but always we have to prove that we played a lot. In your country, every time we have to prove.
Wow. Well, luckily we worked it out, and for the festival fans out there, this just got worked out. I think it was yesterday or maybe 2 days ago that it got confirmed, and so July 1st it got confirmed for your concert on July 11th, so just in time. And I know that you're flying in on July 7th, so that's really great. I wanted to talk to you about the guitar quartet. For me, I present a lot of chamber music, and usually the ensembles have many different instruments. But for you, it's 4 guitars. So I wanted to see if you could talk a little bit about the essence of a guitar quartet, because you're all brilliant soloists on your own, but then you come together with this quartet. So how is it different playing in a group of guitarists versus playing by yourself?
Yes, our guitar quartet has some specific and special guitars. Mm-hmm. We use 2 regular guitars, mm-hmm. a 6-string guitar, and also we use 2 8-string guitar. This particular guitar has 1 extra high string and 1 extra low string. So we try to make with this guitar using the high notes as a violin, mm-hmm. and use the basses as a cello. Mm-hmm. So with this you get more clarity and transparency in the texture, mm-hmm. when you play, because if you play 4 guitars, 4 regular guitars, the sound gets more. The transparency is not very good.
Right. It's everything is so close. Right. It's too dense. Yes. In a way. Right?
Yes. Yeah. We can expand the range. Yeah. Of yes, we can expand the range, and so we get more clear mm-hmm. texture.
Mm-hmm. Is this unique to your guitar quartet, or do most guitar quartets have the different guitar?
I think so. Yeah. The quartet was born like this. Yeah. A former member of the quartet, Paul Galbraith, he is a master. Yes. And he invented this guitar.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Yes, and since 1998 we have this specific instrumentation. Uh-huh. Well, if you can select it.
Oh, that's fantastic. I don't think I really understood that. So when audiences get to see the Brazilian Guitar Quartet, they really get to see something truly special that they can't really hear at any other time. That's amazing.
That's sure. Yes, and this allowed us to make new repertoire. Mm-hmm. For example, we can play 1 string quartet transcribed for
which you're doing the
without making any change of octaves, for example.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I saw that the Villa-Lobos string quartet, one of his string quartets, is on the program. So I was wondering how that would work, and that's wonderful. That's great, because the repertoire is so rich that it expands what you're able to do. Welcome, everyone. I'm Michelle Schumann. I'm the Artistic Director of the Austin Chamber Music Center. We have our festival going right now, and I'm so happy to be here with Daniel Ching of the fantastic Miro String Quartet. Thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. So you just got in town. You were in Japan for 3 weeks.
We were.
Right.
Yeah, we were in Japan for 3 weeks. Uh-huh. Played a Beethoven cycle. Uh-huh. So that was, yeah. And then we spent about 4 days right after that in wine country, playing a couple of concerts.
Oh, that's
nice. We didn't come directly from Japan, but still a little off time-wise. But
how are your audiences in Japan? I've heard that Japanese audiences are just really amazing.
They're amazing. They're amazing. So probably the best place for a Beethoven cycle. Yeah. Because they sold out all the concerts. There's only there's an intimate space, about 300 seats.
Beautiful. Great.
Yeah. Perfect for that. But it's hardcore audience. A bunch of them came with scores. Some of them would come back and, this is really interesting what you did with this, and what about this? And so it was really fun.
Amazing.
Really fun. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. A lot of continuity between the concerts in terms of audience members.
Yeah. So what a thrill to be able to do that. Yeah, great. And you guys perform all around the world, of course. and then you're going to be playing the Austin Chamber Music
That's
Festival. And
right.
of course, you play in Austin. How many times a year is your regular kind of stint in Austin?
Usually around 3.
Yeah.
For the university, between 3 and 4.
Yeah. How does it change between playing for an audience that you may not know and playing kind of for the home team, or like being able to, like, how does that feel as a performer?
You know, I mean, playing at home is probably in some ways the most pressure filled for us because we know so many people, and we don't we're playing for the home team, for the home crowd, but you know, we don't want to let them down, so we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do our best. And playing for other crowds, it's of course exciting and fun to be where we are, but you know, it's like a new experience. You don't know them, you don't know the space, you don't know.
So you kind of feel them out while you're playing.
You do. You totally do. So for example, like in Japan, you can feel the energy. I mean, they're, as a society, they're more reserved in how they show their enthusiasm. They are very enthusiastic, but it's more inward. So you, as you play, you can kind of feel that, but they're right there with you. Whereas, you know, in a lot of audiences around the U.S., you can feel it like right from the beginning. You're like, wow, you feel this energy.
Energy, excitement.
But yeah, the Austin crowd definitely has the outward, like, yeah, it's a great feeling to play at home.
Yeah, and you have tons of fans here.
We're very, very fortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say our tickets are fantastic for for your concert, which is really.
They're your fans too. They're really, you know, and what's really great, I think, having played for your series before, is like your crowd is different than the ones. There's some overlap, but you have such an eclectic crowd. It's really great to like play for the other Austin crowd.
Yeah. No, and it's so great because, again, I know that you guys play in Austin several times a year, but there's something kind of special when you play for our festival too, and our audiences really feel that too, and you belong at this festival in such a powerful way because you are in Austin, but you are, you know, some of the world's leading string quartet players, so it's really cool. So we're super excited. So let's talk about the program a little bit. You're doing Schubert and Beethoven Opus 131.